from Florida A&M University on the highest of 7 hills in the capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning FAMU TV 20 News.
Good afternoon. It's Friday. Welcome to TV News 20. I'm Tanisha Ferrone.
And I'm Mariah Wiggs. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get to it. COVID-19 vaccines have become available for children as young as 12 years old, but now they could soon be accessible for children as young as 5. Multimedia journalist Shamani Baker tells us more.
On Monday, September 20th, Pfizer and BioNTech announced that they plan to seek authorization for children ages 5 through 11 to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Crystal Green, mother of a kindergartner, gives us her opinion on how effective this next step will be in Leon County schools.
Those same parents who are against masks are the same parents who are against vaccinations. So if they're not wearing masks and they're also not vaccinated, the concern is still high.
Director of Student Health Services at FAMU, Tanya Tatum, says that with the numbers of COVID cases rising in Leon County schools, the vaccine will provide a safety net for parents and make them more comfortable with sending their child to school.
I'm really hopeful that parents will come and get their kids vaccinated. I've had a number of parents contact me and ask, when is it going to be ready? We thought it'd be here for school to start. And I'm like, they said this fall. We're not through it yet. But, you know, there are some that'll have some concerns.
On September 28th, Pfizer and BioNTech submitted its initial data to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration from the Phase 2-3 trial of their COVID-19 vaccine for the younger group. A formal submission to request emergency use authorization is expected to follow in the upcoming weeks. I'm Shamani Baker with FAMU TV 20 News.
For more information on the research concerning this upcoming vaccine authorization, please visit www.pfizer.com. And here are a few things parents need to know when it comes to the vaccine for kids. A FDA panel is scheduled to meet October 26th to go over the data, and approval could come at the end of October.
Kids in this age group would likely get 1/3 of the dose adults and teens get. Experts say the side effects are similar to what happens to adults: a sore arm, tiredness, or headaches. 8 school districts in Florida will be sanctioned for having mask mandates without giving students an opt-out. Broward, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach counties are some of the districts being penalized. School board officials say extra money should be withheld from the Biden administration for funding for those districts. On the same day, State Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried released new COVID data that further proves the need for masks in schools. The data shows that the five largest school districts in Florida requiring masks had less than 1 COVID case per capita. That's compared to the 5 smallest districts without masks that average more than 3 cases per capita.
Community leaders have partnered up to offer vaccines and booster shots for those in more rural areas. Our Ebony Houston joins us with more.
Victory House Community Resource Center, along with FAMU Hesitancy Vaccination Task Force and other state agencies, have teamed up to offer all 3 vaccines and booster shots.
We came up with an idea here of a race against time, because as we saw the numbers going up in the hospitals of positive cases, the number of people who are still unvaccinated, we decided that we needed to launch a campaign and get the word out to the people who are out here in the rural community who have still not received the vaccine, and those who are immunocompromised who need the booster shot.
The vaccines were offered to the public, but focused on the more rural communities whose residents may not have normally had access to the vaccines.
And today we have community out to get their booster shots, Pfizer boosters. We also have other people out to get their first vaccine as well as their second vaccine. We're here with health department, various clinical employees, and we're here to make sure that we spread the word that the vaccine is necessary, and we want everyone to survive.
All 3 vaccines were being offered and administered on site at the Shady Grove No. 1 Church in Tallahassee, Florida.
I think people are afraid because they're being misinformed. Social media, different news outlets, people are just being misinformed. So I'm thinking that's why a lot of people still haven't gotten the shot.
The organization plans to host more events like this one to continue the efforts of getting more people vaccinated, especially those in smaller and lower income communities. Today, FAMU and other organizations have teamed up to get the word out and actually offer vaccines here on hand. For more information, contact Dr. Mary Simmons with the FAMU Hesitancy Vaccination Task Force. I'm Ebony Houston, FAMU TV News 20.
According to the CDC, vaccines have shown to be 90% effective when it comes to protecting people against COVID-19. Coming up on News 20 at 2, we have more on the Mia Marcano case.
Plus, we have some entertainment news on the way. Stay tuned. This is News 20 at 2.